Gary Lineker said once, I think it was Gary Lineker, couldn't have been Winston Churchill, so maybe it was Gary Lineker. He said the game of football is a game between two teams in which the teams show up, they start playing, and the Germans always win. Right? I think it was Gary Lineker who said that. So, stock market, stock exchange, it is a lot like that. Okay. Now imagine in the game of football per se, this is not always the case. So that would be very, very boring if Germans would always win in the game of football. But in general, they kind of win. Yeah, they have a good approach to the game. Okay, they have a nice mechanical orange, if you know what I'm saying. They have a nice mechanical orange type of approach to the game of football. Okay, it's I guess playing against the Germans in the game of football is like is like Don Quixote and Sancho Panza fighting against the windmills. Okay, I think that comparison is not that far-fetched. Like when playing a German team in Champions League, or when playing Germany in the World Cup. Okay, so yes, it's very, very much like playing a mechanism, or playing against or fighting against windmills, if you know what I'm saying. So the stock exchange is very, very much like that too. They're just a bunch of numbers that pop up on a huge screen, and then everybody buys and sells according to the numbers that do pop up on the screen. How stupid is that? Really now? Tell me, how stupid is that? So let me propose to you this alternative, right? So, first of all, I have a business. My business name is Aleph Not Computing. Okay, so suppose I actually decide to rate my business at the stock exchange, so I can sell some stocks. I can get hold of some liquidity and put my business in motion. Hire people and actually do what engage in what the business is all about, which is research and development. Okay, would I manage to get my business rated high at the stock exchange? I don't have that kind of an illusion. Does anybody have that kind of fucking illusion? Like, look, I can't even get a normal rat race type of job. I can't even get a warehousing job. I can't get a job at the petrol station. I'm being hunted by these fuckers everywhere. Okay? Okay, so I can't even get out of my house on a radius bigger than 2 kilometers, because there's a nigger gonna pop up a cap in my ass if I do. So it's a lot like that. So all of you young people chasing fame and fortune, I'm telling you, think again on this one. So yeah, coming back to the original idea that I tried to express. Nah, I don't have illusions of rating my business, Aleph Not Computing Australia, at the stock exchange. Okay, I don't have that illusion. Okay, now why is it the case? Why is that the case? Well, that is the case because I've already gave a solution to the Riemann hypothesis. In mathematics, in pure mathematics, there was there was a promised $1 million for that solution. That solution would justify $1 million and the Fields Medal, and I'm not going to get them. Okay, it's as simple as that. I'm not going to get the $1 million because the Clay Mathematics Institute engages in dodgy business. Okay, they're a very, very, very dodgy corporation that has to do, the prizes in question have to do with scientific espionage. Okay, and the Fields Medal, okay, the Fields Medal is a Masonic lodge, basically. So I'm not going to get either the Fields Medal or the $1 million, the prize in question. But that is perfectly fine. So I've done something. I've produced the proof, and I've learned something out of that. Okay, and I think we've all learned something out of that, and I think it's important. I think my proof, in essence, is a huge step forward for humanity because we have, in fact, learned something from my proof. So I'm happy about my proof so far. Cool. Now, suppose I told you I've got P equals NP. Okay. By the way, here's a hint, guys. Don't try to prove that P is different to NP. Prove that P equals NP, okay? Because they do. Trust me on this. They do equal, okay? P does equal NP. Okay, the way you do it is, okay, so I've done the first step. I've proved that the polynomial hierarchy collapses, okay? Now, there's an intermediate step which Professor Uwe Schöning proved in the 80s, okay? So the intermediate step says that if the polynomial hierarchy collapses, then the graph isomorphism problem is NP complete and the class NP intermediate is actually empty, okay? So he gave an algorithm for that. And okay, so all that is left for nailing it, all that is left for proving that P does equal NP is in fact showing that the graph isomorphism problem is in polynomial time, okay? And I think, look, I think that can be done. I think I have it on my desk. I don't feel a lot like maths these days. That's the problem. I think that can be done. Just examine breadth first search, depth first search, some search techniques, and the output, the traces that breadth first search does on two graphs that are supposed to be isomorphic or non-isomorphic. Okay, play with that kind of mechanism, and I think you will get far because P does equal NP. For me in particular, there's no incentive. There's absolutely no incentive for producing that proof right now. So okay, so I just gave you a hint, and yeah, good luck with that. If I was to be Pal Erdish, I'd probably offer you $5, five Australian dollars for the proof. But Erdish did that when he struggled with problems that he couldn't solve. And I know technically that I am able to prove that P does equal NP. So I'm not gonna offer you anything. I'm just offering you these hints. So, but I'm saying, so there's no incentive for me in producing that proof because, well, of course, there's $1 million on that one as well, but I'm not going to get it, right? And we've already established, I've just referred to what I said above. Fame and fortune does not help, okay? If you are to get laid, if you're a famous person and you are to get laid, I think you must pay extra. People will demand extra emotional attention from you, the more famous you are. So for a normal life, in order to enjoy a normal life and enjoy what life has to offer, I think fame and fortune is not a good idea. So, but suppose I had P equals NP and I didn't have it published. Okay, so this is my alternative to stock market and stock exchange. So I just pick up the phone. Okay, so I pick up the phone. I say, look, guys, I have P equals NP that can speed up your systems. That everything else is in place, right? We have the artificial intelligence, we have face recognition, we have sound recognition, we have voice recognition, we have fingerprint recognition, we have everything there is in place. And P equals NP is just a huge bunch of hay that will break the camel's back. I'm telling you, I'm pretty sure on that one. P equals NP has the potential to speed up your systems heavily. Okay, so just to give you an idea, I don't need big servers anymore if I have P equals NP. Okay, I don't. Okay, so I am going to need servers for storage. Okay, that's something else. Okay, that's compression, right? That's compression of data, which has to do with entropy and it's something else. But I'm not going to need cores in my machines anymore. So, provided that I have enough storage, I could run very, very complicated algorithms that run on that run on huge amounts of data, just on my i7 right here. Okay, I know i7 is a performant machine, you're going to say, but it's not like what Google has in San Francisco. Yeah, so yeah, work on it, and I'm telling you, P does equal NP. Okay, I put my name on it, honestly. Okay, but let's say, suppose I have it, which I don't. I'm being honest right now. I don't have the algorithm in question, but I'm saying suppose I did have it. So what I do as an alternative to rating my business at the stock market, I put my hand on the phone and I call Alaska. Okay, I call the sovereign state of Alaska, the country of Alaska, yes, with the okay, and I say, look, guys, I have P equals NP. I have the algorithm. May I get 2 Myers containers of diamonds for my algorithm? And they're going to say, nah. And of course, Alaska has computing power. Okay, the sovereign state of Alaska does have computing power, and they're not going to. They will say, look, okay, it's useful for us, but it's not 2 containers of diamonds. It is, in fact, it is a quarter of container of diamonds. And I'm going to say, look, I'm not satisfied by that. All right. That's going to say, I'm going to say, guys, sorry, I can't give you the algorithm. So then I call Angola. I call Angola in Africa. And I say, look, guys, I have P equals NP that can improve the lives of many people in Africa. Okay, that can improve your lives 100%. That can make things better for you guys over there. And I don't mean that Okay, they're going to buy some Wu-Tang Clan T-shirts with some fake Bitcoin which they hacked with the P equals NP algorithm. See, that's the problem with racism these days. Just because just because a person is a black person, is a person of color, that doesn't mean they're a thief. Okay, so coming back to the original idea, so I call Angola. I say, look, guys, I need 2 Myers containers of diamonds, and they say P equals NP. Of course, I'll give you 3 containers of diamonds for that one. Okay, they're not gonna say that, because if I'm going to ask for 2 containers of diamonds, they're probably gonna say, okay, 1 container and 3/4, and I'm going to say deal. It's a deal. So I give it to Angola. Okay, I give my algorithm to Angola, and that's about it. I have 1 container and 3/4 of diamonds, like right here in my backyard. Okay, and that's about it. This is how it is. This is how it's done, and we don't need to play the Germans. Okay, we don't need to play the mechanical orange on this one. We don't need to fight like Don Quixote did in the 15th century against the windmills. Okay, we don't need to fight the windmills. All right, because when you fight the windmills, it's a lose-lose situation. Yeah, the windmills in question you don't fuck with, basically, in a nutshell.